Hello one and all, this is NerdCRAFT here. I'm bringing you another game, and this is a 1v1 on Shattered Temples PvT, one of my favorite types here. Spawning as the red Protoss is Jip Jap on the, I'm going to call it, left side of the map, and spawning as the blue Terran in the, I'm going to call it the lower part of the map, the blue Terran Praise Little. So yes, PvT, one of my favorite game types. I generally say that because I am a Protoss player and I hate Terran and I like to watch the Marines burn under the laser beams. So for all the Terran players out there, sorry. So yeah, early game supply depots and pylons. That's the best part about it. You know, there goes the pylon. There goes the supply depot. Who will win? Who will win? No one knows. Where it goes, who knows? But Jip Jap, I like saying that. Jip Jap sending out a scout. Don't know where is it. Probably gonna scout here by the looks of things. And now Shattered Temple is almost exactly, in my opinion, I don't know about others, almost exactly like the Lost Temple, except they have breakable rocks to the island, and then they just removed Lost Temple out of the ladder, which I hated that island. And looks like the gateway is coming down for Jip Jap and in the simulator. So what does that mean? Well, that means he's going to build a cybernetics core, and then it's probably some stalkers, because that's what every Protoss player does. And the barracks is coming down for Praise Little. What does that mean? Well, he's going to build Marines and a refinery, probably a tech lab. So yeah, not much to say right now. I'm probably not really entertaining. So, Shattered Temple, let's talk about it. Well, some of the strategies I like to do on Shattered Temple is blink stock right up here on these, because even if they have an army parked right here, they can't see behind these shrubs. That's always effective for me. Colossus walk right up. Protoss Death Ball right through here into the expansion. I also like to expand right through there. I've seen it also effectively used. Those are some strategies you can use. But looks like Jip Jap's also being clever in his buildings. He is making sure that it's going to be difficult for any mineral harass to go off. And as you can see, that SCV has no idea what's going on. Now, as for Praise Little, he's putting down a factory right now. Oh, no, he's not. What is he doing? Oh, yes, he is. Alright, repositioning his factory. Getting a marine spread. These guys, I checked it out. These guys are both masters. So, no wait, not masters. They are diamonds. Excuse me. So this is going to be a pretty good game. I hope so, at least. I believe so. And a sentry coming out, and not chrono boosting his warp tech, but there it goes. Yes, for all you Protoss players out there, make sure you are chrono boosting your warp tech. It is the greatest thing ever. Let's check out the income right here. Jip Jap is ahead by roughly 100 minerals, and Praise Little is killing the gas, because I am guessing he has 2 refineries fully saturated. And Jip Jap has his second simulator out, but he does not have anything going down. And two gateways coming up. I am predicting 3-gate expand for Jip Jap, which is a very common Protoss build. And probe in the center, good map control for Jip Jap. Knows what's coming, knows what's leaving. And by the looks of it, Praise Little is going to bring out, ooh, a Hellion. You little dog, you. And a Marauder, which is always good, effective against Protoss. And he is also building a reactor for one of his barracks. And it looks like I missed it, but he does have concussive shell for the Marauders, or as commonly known as Marauder Slow. So here we go. We're probably going to see a little harass come in. I don't know if a Hellion can take out a Zealot. I've never tried it before. Well, then again, I don't play Terran, so yeah, no doubt. Nice wall in by Jip Jap there. Is going to eliminate everything. Well, not everything. They're going to get away. But that Hellion is no doubt gone. Hellion trade-off for a Zealot. It's a nice trade-off. Starport coming in. Looks like he's creating Metavacs, which is good support. Maybe drop potential coming in now. And again, Marauders. I hate Marauders. I'm just saying that right now. Also researching Stim, which is a great idea to get away from your enemies. But looks like I was wrong. He is not actually going... Oh, yes. Jip Jap is going to expand. He went 3-gate Robo expand, which is a little later of an expand. Clever, though. You can get your Colossus out a lot faster. And looks like we are going to have some Giraffe Harass coming in, taking out that Marauder, because Marauders are big, they are fat, and they take up 2 seats instead of 1. And everyone is really uncomfortable when they sit next to them on the airplanes. They're like, "Excuse me, sir, could you move over?" And he's like, "No, I paid for 2 tickets." Yes, Marauders pay for 2 tickets when they're on airlines. And is he gonna... Oh, nice. Drop right into the middle of the mineral line, which is always a great idea. Do some economic harassment here. Gonna pull the probes, which is a great idea always. And let's see if he can get away with any other damage before he gets out. Oh no, he's leaving. He's leaving behind 3 Marines and a Marauder. Those poor Marines and that one Marauder left to die and decay in the Protoss base. How sad of a life that. They probably had a family. They're just trying to make a living. They felt they needed... They were probably patriots. They felt they needed to serve their Terran Dominion, and they got paid for by being left behind. Always a sad story. Alright, so it looks like Praise Little is getting an expansion up, an expansion. This is not too uncommon at all. Build your expansion inside your main, so it's not vulnerable at all. Also, you can create your orbital command and then bring it over here so it's charged when it lands. Income-wise, let's see what any economic damage that Praise Little did not do anything. By the looks of it, Jip Jap is still owning it. And by the looks of it, Praise Little likes his drops, which I am perfectly fine by that. Jip Jap has not made any defense along here, so he can get away with it. Is he going to take out that pylon? But no, this is a big enough army to take him out. The Guardian Shield's going up, and those force fields being well placed, the medevacs cannot get to them. And there they go. Army, let's check out the units killed. They're about even, close to even. I'd say maybe a couple Marauders and Marines. And Jip Jap has not done any harassment, as opposed to Praise Little, who is just working him over, putting the pressure. Constant pressure is always really good. And a Forge just finished for Jip Jap, so we're probably going to see some photon cannons be put along this ridge. Would not be surprising. An observer coming up. Let's get some scouting information. Unless there already is one right there. And a reactor built for Praise Little, going to be pumping out more and more medevacs. And the expansion is going to be landing here pretty soon. So, unit count, we have 36 probes to 30 SCVs. So, no wonder Jip Jap is ahead on economy, but 12 Stalkers to 7 Marines, I'd say, probably favors the Terran, backed up by 10 Marines as well, especially with medevacs. I'd say right now, army-wise, could favor the Terran, but the problem is those sentries. Well, no, that just jumped to 15 Stalkers, so I'd say it's anyone's game at this point. I'm not going to make predictions, because apparently I suck at them. Oh, Twilight Council being researched, so we could possibly see some Blink Stalkers, or, well, I'm not going to say Chargelets because he doesn't have any Zealots. And level 1's weapon upgrade, as well as level 1 armor upgrade for Terran, and siege tanks. So it looks like we're going to maybe see a possible slow push. But again, I'm trying not to predict. I keep saying stuff that... Oh, another drop coming in from Praise Little. Looks like this one is going to go... I don't know where. We'll find out shortly, people. Where is that photon cannon being built? There's a photon cannon being built somewhere for Jip Jap. Right there it is. Yes, right in the middle of the mineral line. Once again, always a great idea. Looks like he is pulling... Oh, no, he is stimming. How much workers did he kill? He killed 10 workers in that one go. Or 10 probes in that one go. And bringing it down to this, he wants to take out as much as possible. Any economic harassment done? Yes. Major economic damage to Jip Jap. Look at that. Dropped from 900 to 280. Never good. And I'm just going to scout to see if there's any more expansions. And by the looks of it, Jip Jap might be pushing or going for gold. Yes, Jip Jap is going for gold. Now let's see. Praise Little got Vikings out, so possibly expecting he's preparing for Colossus, which I did not see robotics facility up. So, well, why aren't these warped? Why aren't these warp gates? That annoys me. Turn those to warp gates. Warp gates now. Now! Okay. I'll just ignore them. I'll pretend they're warp gates. So, there is no robotics base, so Colossus is not coming up anytime soon by the looks of it from Jip Jap, which would probably be very helpful for him because he's dealing with a sizable force of Marines and Marauders, both of which are level 1 weapons upgrades. So those Marauders will tear apart that Stalker army, and that is never fun for Protoss, because Protoss love their Stalkers. At least I do. Ooh, a Ghost Academy. This is delicious. We could possibly see a nuking going down, but I doubt that. Ooh, some Viking harassment coming down here. Looks like Praisel is just keeping up the mineral harassment, which is always a great idea. The more pressure that you can put up, the more. Templar Archives coming up. Ooh, that is perfect. Ghosts are being built as Templar Archives is being warped in, so some good counters being made. I don't know if he scouted that. Possibly did. Actually, let's find out. Yes, he did. Praise Little did scout that, so he does know that there's Psionic Storm going to be coming pretty soon. But Blink is coming up too, so I don't know if he knows of that. Which I don't think he can know. So there's a Psionic Storm being researched right now, and the third expansion, as you guys saw over here. And here's the push with a lot of Marauders, like 17 Marauders, 19 Marines, a Ghost, and 5 Medivacs. I don't think he's bringing. Yes, he is bringing the siege tanks. 3 siege tanks. No, yep, the 4 siege tanks there. And thank God, lucky him, he's got that comm set. And here's the engagement. Looks like they're running. Lucky for those good force field placements there, blocking those Marauders away. But I don't know if he's going to be able to hold. I don't know if Jip Jap will be able to hold Praise Little here. I mean, there's just so much Marauders, and those should be warp gates again. Those Marauders are just tearing those Stalkers apart. I mean, the Guardian Shield did absolutely nothing for them. With that level 1, 22 damage against Stalkers. Look at this destruction, sieging up the tanks. I say bye-bye expansion. Goodbye Forge, goodbye Warp Gates, goodbye Pylons. Everything is going, and there's the GG from Jip Jap. That was a pretty good game, I felt. I hope you guys enjoyed that. This is NerdCRAFT signing off.